What's up? What's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching UnrealEntGaming and Beyond Dragon Ball Super Universe 13 Gods of Destruction. Rhino versus Goku ensues. Rhino crushes Goku. Alright, man. I got the chills. That's why I got the blanket on me, man. So, you know, I'm ready for part 2, man. I know y'all ready, so let's get into it.
Now continues on Beerus' planet following the unexpected and shocking arrival of Universe 13's God of Destruction, as with Rino and Goku now looking forward in having to battle against each other to see where the other stands. It was only moments before their initial battle where Rino then went on to respond, "I'll just go ahead and warn you now that even though Beerus may have a soft spot for you, I on the other hand do not share the same sentiment for you that he does. And if Beerus sees something within you that is worth taking note of, then I want to find out what that is myself," with Goku then responding, "Well, I don't really know what to expect out of you or those who are just like you that have been brought back after being destroyed for such a long time. However, I don't plan on losing against you, especially not after everything I've been through to reach this point in time," Goku says. "But I'll just go and slowly start to show you what I'm all about once we start, Lord Rino, because I don't intend to go down that easily against you," with Beerus then suddenly chiming in, "Hold it right there, Saiyan. You listen and you listen up very carefully," Beerus continues. "Do not, under any means, underestimate this God of Destruction, Goku. This destroyer isn't someone that you can easily reason with, and so Rino doesn't just fight by using raw power, but he's also very cunning, strategic, and relentless in battle," Beerus continues, "as he was also one of the only ones to ever push me to my limit in battle, as there were even other times where this destroyer had proven to be slightly stronger than me too," Beerus continues. "So forget about everything that you think you might know in this battle when you face Rino and pay very close attention. This is an entirely different kind of enemy that you are about to go up against here, Saiyan. So try to keep your head screwed on straight and not downplay his abilities and his power, Goku. This will be your one and only warning, and so don't go and embarrass yourself either," Beerus continues, with Goku then having to question, "So this destroyer is really that good, huh? Well, I was thinking about saving the best for last in case I needed it, but what do you think I should do then, Lord Beerus? Do you think that I should go all out?" with Beerus responding, "You go and do what you want, Saiyan. I'm not going to tell you how to fight or what to do, but do make sure that you remember what I said. I'm also a little curious on how this is going to go, so this one is on you, Goku. And if you fail, then that's on you as well," as Angel Pinota went on to respond, "I don't see this battle involving you both to last any longer than it should, Lord Rino, but do try and make sure to control yourself and save your strength for when you really need to use it," Pinota continues. "This should be an easy warm-up for you," with Rino responding, "And I don't intend to drag this out, which is why I want to see what this mortal is made of, so I'll make this quick. Beerus is the only one that I care about here, and so now hurry it up and show me what you're made of, Saiyan.
Come on, Goku,
I don't
with
have
his
all
eyes.
day, nor do I have all of the time in the world to spare, and so now come at me here and now," with Goku then responding, "Well, this is going to be great. Now, I don't know whether I'm nervous to face this guy or if I'm just too excited to tell, but either way, I'm looking forward to this. All right, Lord Rino, I'll start from the bottom and work my way up into seeing where I stand against you, and so now here goes," Goku shouts, to which upon Goku now shown having to immediately jump into using Super Saiyan 3 was when Angel Pinota went on to chime in, "Well, as I thought he would, you've trained the Saiyan very well, Whis, but you and I both know that whatever this is will not be enough to help him win the day here, especially since you and I both know that Lord Rino's might is unparalleled," Angel Pinota continues. "But of course, you would know more about this mortal than we would, so unless there is more to this Goku's power than what he's showing, well then he's finished," with Rino questioning, "So is that it? This is how you choose to engage with me? Oh, you better start counting your prayers then, mortal, because this form of yours and that power that you were shown wielding will not come close in being anything worth my time. Now come at me and I'll show you," to which as Goku is now shown doing, it was only just when Super Saiyan 3 Goku is now shown winding his fist back and getting ready to attack Rino was when the Oracle Fish went on to chime in, "Wait, Goku can't be serious here now, is he? He doesn't actually think that this Super Saiyan 3 form of his will be any sort of match against Universe 13's God of Destruction, do you?" "Well, no, I don't," Whis responds, "but I do think that Goku knows this as well and is trying to first see as to where he stands compared to Rino first before he decides to go any higher, Whis continues. It's not the smartest approach, but it's certainly a favorable one, to which as Goku is now shown making contact, it was only just when Super Saiyan 3 Goku was shown punching Rino in the chest with no effect on Rino whatsoever was when Rino then went on to respond. So is this honestly supposed to be one of Beerus's best so-called warriors that he has here in the 7th? All that hair and this is what your power feels like, Saiyan? This has got to be some kind of a sick joke.
Goku.
And so now hurry it up and prove me wrong before I decide to respond, with Beerus chiming in. Oh, why would this idiot choose to use a weaker form against the Destroyer God like this instead of using stronger levels of power? Oh, that fool, and Rino's just standing there and making everything that Goku is doing look like child's play. Oh, what are you doing, Saiyan? Why are you only using Super Saiyan 3 for? Beerus went on to then shout, to which in the meantime, with Rino being shown having to knock Goku back by thrusting his horn forward, was when Rino then went on to shout, oh, stop this, Saiyan! The only thing that your efforts are starting to prove here is that you are slowly starting to annoy me the longer that I am forced to look at you, mortal. And so unless this is all that you were able to draw forward, then this duel between you and I is over before it even began. Now away with you! Admit that you are at the limit of your mortal potential or continue to fight in vain, Saiyan. Oh, you've got to be kidding, Goku then went on to utter. And he doesn't even have a single scratch on him.
Of course he don't.
Well, so much for using Super Saiyan 3 then. And so now let's go up a notch, since I can already tell that this guy is going to be a lot harder to figure out than I thought. To which upon with Goku now having to be shown doing so in jumping from Super Saiyan 3 on over to Super Saiyan God was when the Oracle Fish went on to comment, well, at least Goku's finally realized the threat level that Rino is for his Super Saiyan 3 form not to work, but this form won't either, with Whis chiming in, well, in many ways, Lord Rino is actually helping Goku in rediscovering the meaning of powerful adversary, and since Goku now knows that he'll need to use way more power than what he's shown using if he wishes to walk away from this battle in one piece, then that will vary on Goku, Whis continues, and especially if Goku knows what's good for him, then he will need to act quickly on this if he knows what's good for him and hopes to win, to which upon God Goku now shown dashing towards Rino was when Goku then went on to shout, far from it in fact, Lord Rino, and so if Super Saiyan 3 wasn't enough, then let's just see how you fare up against Super Saiyan God, to which as Goku is now shown kicking Rino was when Rino then went on to respond, interesting, so you have Divine Ki, finally, a transformation that is worth lifting up an eyebrow over, but even this will not be remotely enough to make a difference, mortal. I am by no means impressed by your theatrics against me, nor will it win you the day, Saiyan. To which seconds later, with Rino being shown having to slap God Goku away, was when Angel Piota went on to chime in, well, that was surprising, but if any of you had ever expected anything less from Lord Rino, well then I'm afraid that you are mistaken, including you, Lord Beerus. And if what we see taking place now is any indication, then I would say that Universe 7's odds against Lord Rino isn't looking too good, Piñata continues. Ouch, oh, that's the second time that I've been smacked so casually by this guy, and I feel like I'm going nowhere fast. And if Super Saiyan God isn't shown to have any sort of effect against him, then that just leaves me with no other choice than to use Super Saiyan Blue with Ultra Instinct as my last ace card against him, but I can't just go and use the standard variant of Super Saiyan Blue against him, so I'll just have to go and try and use a stronger version of it if I hope to get the better of this guy, with Angel Piñata chiming in, I warned you that this would happen, and so was I wrong, brother? The vastness of Lord Rino's power is something that Goku has yet to truly comprehend, and as each transformation goes on to reveal your mortal's true potential, Lord Rino's power is far beyond potential, for it is absolute and without an equal, Piñata continues. So it's better to quit now and throw the towel in to save the Saiyan before things start to get a bit messy here once Lord Rino starts to fight back, with Whis responding, well, as much as I would hate to inform you, sister, but quitting isn't something that Goku here is known for, and so no matter what it is that he faces, even if his opponent is far stronger, he will always find a way to somehow continue pushing forward no matter how hard things might end up getting for him, Whis continues. As it is who Goku is at his very core after all, for there are still things that he has yet to showcase during this battle that either of you have seen, but I'm sure you will, to which upon Goku now shown jumping into Super Saiyan Blue was when Beerus Beerus went on to chime in. Oh, I knew he'd go and use blue next, that moronic Saiyan. And so now unless he actually has a plan here and is able to do something that makes Super Saiyan Blue worth contending against, then this too will ultimately fail against Rino, Beerus continues. And if I was able to best the Saiyan's blue form without much of an effort, then what does he think that this will do against another destroyer who is equal to me in power, Beerus questions. This isn't going to work and you and I both know it, Whis, as Rino then went on to question, and just what exactly is this? Now you have blue hair, so is this all that you're going to do? I don't see how changing your hair color from red to blue is going to help you here against me, but I think I've seen enough, with Goku then uttering, now let's just see if I can remember how to do this. And if I hope to put any sort of dent into this destroyer, then I'll have to use everything that I can if I hope to win, Goku says. And for that to happen, I can't have my body continue to leak energy, and so let's seal it within. To which seconds later, with Goku now shown having to do this, it was only as Goku was now shown having to finally stabilize his ki from within his own body, where Goku then went on to respond, well, I hate to break it to you, but this is far more than just a color change, Lord Rino. It's an evolution, a mastery of what Super Saiyan Blue stands for, and now that I was able to seal off my energy and keep it from leaking from my body, this form is the result of the rigorous training and continuous battles that I had to go through, Goku continues. It's the essence of my Saiyan spirit perfectly controlled, and so this should tell me all that I need to know about you once we resume. And what you see here is something that me and Vegeta coined as perfected Super Saiyan Blue, Goku continues. And it's a testament to my journey, my struggles, and my unwavering will to keep pushing forward no matter what. And I'm hoping that this does the trick, but just in case if it doesn't, then I still have one more thing left to show you that I'm keeping in my back pocket. So what do you say, Lord Rino? You ready? With Rino responding, oh please. If you honestly want to believe that this blue-haired form of yours is going to work, then I have some bad news for you, mortal. Because it won't and it never will. And so there will be no need to use whatever you may be holding out against me, because you won't last long enough here against me in order to use it. And if you don't want to take my word for it, then why don't you attack me like you tried doing, and I will gladly show you, Saiyan. Give me a reason to actually take you seriously here and prove your worth. For this will be your one and only chance to do it. To which upon Goku now being shown having to dash towards Rino was when Beerus went on to then chime in. Oh, what's he thinking here, Whis? What part of anything but your very best against a destroyer like Rino is Goku not understanding here? Oh, he'll be lucky if he gets Rino to even break a sweat, so I don't like this. He's gambling with his well-being here, and I don't like the way he's going about this. It's a foolish battle strategy. In which seconds later, with perfected Blue Goku now shown finally having to connect a thunderous shot upon Rino's face, was when Rino then went on to respond, ah yes, it's about time. There we finally go. Not bad, puny Saiyan, but you're going to need way more power than whatever this is if you plan on besting me, because you won't. And so I'll give you 20 more seconds to come at me with all you've got before I go and shut you down for good, mortal. So hurry up, Rino then shouts. Oh, darn it. Why aren't any of my attacks putting any sort of dent into you? Just what exactly are you, Goku questions, with Rino responding, why? I'll tell you why. Because you are weak. Your puny transformations are no match for a god of destruction. 15 seconds, mortal. To which upon Goku now being shown having to quickly step back was when the Oracle Fish went on to chime in. Oh, I don't like where this is going, you guys. Lord Rino is just too strong for Goku, and it's starting to show. Is this seriously Lord Rino's first fight back since he's been revived? With Angel Pinata responding, actually, yes, it is, Fish. Lord Rino was originally intending to wait so that he could fully go all out against Lord Beerus, but, well, I guess breaking one of Beerus's best warriors here in the 7th will
Goku,
do
you
for
cook,
now,
buddy.
Pinata continues. So yes, this is the first time since he's been erased that Lord Rino is shown physically getting himself involved in a battle, and so now watch very closely. To which seconds later, within that moment, as Goku is shown having to then fire an energy blast with Rino being shown catching it, was when Rino then went on to respond, what a complete waste, and here I thought that you'd actually be worth the challenge here. Only to find find out firsthand that breaking you in half would be a whole lot easier than I anticipated for it to be, Saiyan. And if this is what that puny Beerus wants to try and protect, then his odds of beating me are just as good as yours, mortal. And that's 0. You are far beyond the point of victory. 5 seconds left, Saiyan, with Goku then responding, He's really making all of my efforts, including while using perfected Super Saiyan Blue, look like absolute child's play out there.
Come on now, nigga, Ultra Instinct.
Having to respond to every single one of my attacks, then even Super Saiyan Blue isn't going to be enough to put this guy down, Goku continues, which then leaves me with only one other option left since nothing seems to be working here against him, and it's the only shot that I've got at winning, which I haven't even gone as far as to use since beating Moro on Earth, Goku continues, but what other choice do I have here if this is how this guy is operating in battle against me? And if that's going to be my one and only chance to beat him, then I'll have to hurry before it's too late because he looks really, really mad. And almost as though he's about to explode or something. Also, what's this destroyer planning? As Rino then went on to smile at Goku by then responding, time's up, Saiyan. It's my turn now. To which, shockingly enough, from out of nowhere, as soon as Rino was now shown having to dash towards Goku, was when Angel Pinata went on to chime in, well, and now you will all be left with no other choice but to watch as Lord Rino tears into the Saiyan mortal with ease, as Beerus went on to then question, What in the world? Since when was Rino ever shown being able to move this fast on his feet? I don't ever remember seeing him move this quickly in battle, to which, as Rino was now shown clotheslining Goku, was when Rino went on to then continue, I want you to take a good hard look and understand how hopeless you truly are in this battle against me, Saiyan mortal. Were you not the one who fought against gods of destruction such as Beerus before? And yet here you are, crumbling beneath the weight of a true destroyer's power. So how does that make you feel knowing that you can't win? You wear the armor of a god, but your endurance and the way you fight says otherwise, mortal. You were nothing but a waste of time to me, Rino continues. And for all of your achievements and everything you've been through, you were still no match for me, and you never will be, Goku. Universe 7's team will fall just as its god of destruction once fell. And do you want to know on just who exactly you are all going to fall to? Your universe's team, along with your washed up god of destruction, will fall to none better than me. In which, seconds later, in an act of brutality, as Rino was now shown having to snap Goku's back alongside his kneecap, when the Oracle Fish went on to shout, Lord Rino's massacring Goku out there, you guys! Is there any way for us to help him or even call this entire thing off before something very bad happens to Goku? Well, I'm afraid not, unfortunately, Whis went on to then quickly respond. It would seem as though with Lord Rino having his way with Goku, this battle is finished. There is nothing that we can do other than wait and see what comes from this, to which, as Destroyer Rino was now overlooking Goku on the floor, was when Rino then went on to continue, maybe now you can finally start to see the difference between myself and your pitiful god of destruction, mortal. And I am not as forgiving as Beerus either. So was this your idea of fun, Beerus? Was this supposed to be your idea of entertainment? Rino went on to question. Just look at him on the floor. Just look at how embarrassing this mortal was.
Damn.
Playing host to a Saiyan who couldn't even get me to break a sweat makes me sick. This universe is a disgrace. You should have known better, Rino continues. And this is what you get for thinking that you had what it took to rival a stronger god. And so I hope the comfort of this mortal's company here was worth the ridicule that you will soon face, Beerus. And to even think that I once respected you as a destroyer, just look at what your universe has been reduced to. How could you even go as far as to sleep at night and knowing that you've allowed for such a weak creature like this one to roam freely on your territory with no care in the world for your authority? You're lucky that I don't just destroy this Saiyan where he lies, for I will wait until our exhibition is over, so that way I can finish what we started here. This Saiyan is a joke, and the fact that you entertain him makes you an even bigger joke, Beerus. With Beerus chiming in, that's enough, Rino. Rino. The Saiyan can continue to fight you despite you not allowing for him to use his best against you, and so there will be no need to carry this out any further. I don't care what this creature had lined up and ready to use against me, Rino quickly went on to respond. No amount of pointless transformations that he had reserved was going to be what stops me, and now that he's out of my way, you're next, Beerus. As it was only right then and there now, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the Resurrected Fallen Gods, the Universe 13 Saga Manga Chapter number 2 special then comes to a close. Now, for additional context, just in case some of you guys happen to have been wondering, or just in case if you happen to be a bit curious as to why Goku was unable to use Ultra Instinct against Rino, well, simply put, Rino did not give him the opportunity in having to do so, only because what Goku tried to do right now was simply go as far as to gauge the power of this new God of Destruction that he had come across, similar to that of what he had done with Jiren, as Goku's entire MO, as he does know of Ultra Instinct, is to kind of see where Rino stands first and foremost before having to use it, which was ultimately what ended up happening and having to prove that Rino was above all of Goku's forms with the exception of Ultra Instinct, to where all of this is going to inevitably tie in together and wrap itself around and coming full circle as the story ends up continuing, in which...
Alright, that was fire. Fire. Man, I can't wait till the next chapter. Rino fucked that nigga Goku up. But you know, Goku got something for him, you know what I'm saying? So, you like my reaction, shit, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.